to my channel. My name is Lena and this is Diamonds and Sparkles. In today's video, we're going to be working on underwater train. For this WIP and CHAT in particularly, I am using regular and very simple tools, just the tray that comes with Diamond Art Club kits, the tweezers that come with Diamond Art Club kits, and a pen from Diamond Art Club with both the tips. This is an 8 placer tip and this is a single tip. They're both from Diamond Art Club, and so far these are the only kind of things that I regularly use. For the single tip, I use just a regular heart-shaped wax that comes with the kits, and for the other end I use something similar to blue tack, but it's not blue, it's white. It's just called, you know, Prit tack. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. This one, this is what I've been primarily using lately, and I've loved it. This was just like $2 or something like that, and yeah, it's become my new favorite. I really want to try some of the putties that are out there, but everything in its due time. So let's begin right now. This kit, I started it, let me remember. I started it last, I think exactly a week ago, if I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, let me just, I need some concentration for this because that's the way my mind works. But I started it, and you know, I thought I was going to make it fast because it's rounds, is not a very big image, at least not for the standards that I do right now. But I never imagined in a million years that I was going to enjoy it as much as I am enjoying it. I finished the first 4 rows in like 4 days, I think, and it's just so quick to work on. I cannot believe it, but I'm enjoying it so much. And I actually had to make a pause into working on this kit in particular because I said, like, if I keep going, I mean, if I hadn't taken that pause by right now, instead of doing this 5th row, I would be doing probably the last row or even finishing it already. And I wanted it to last longer because this has been a kit that had been on my wish list for a while. And when I finally was able to get it, I was just over the moon. And yeah, I actually am enjoying it way more than I thought I would. And it just kind of made me think about the fact that yes, there are kits that I feel that I need in my life because I can sense this thing where I know I'm going to enjoy them. The same happened with Voyager by Babrikja, Carmen Lowe, I think it's like her name. And yeah, after that kit, I realized, oh, I grabbed an extra drill. After that kit, I realized that one, that even though I do like squares, that I preferred working on rounds, that it's my favorite shape. I still have squares. Like my other big project is a square one and I adore it, but I prefer rounds much more. But you know, if the image that I really love comes in rounds, comes in squares, I'm gonna do it still. Like, that's not gonna be a deterrent for me, at least. But yeah, this kit just kind of solidified that theory I had going on in my head, that that I preferred round kits instead of square kits, that, like, you know, rounds are my favorite. And also that my color palette, my preferred color palette to work on this type of, you know, in diamond painting, was more along the pinks and purples and like maybe pastel-y looking colors, but especially pinks and purples, which, like, hello. All of the kits, at least so far from Miss Butter, have been in this kind of palette, and yeah, underwater train was one that I knew I had to have. I also want, I don't remember the names exactly, but the other one where is like a little witch in her bedroom and a kitty, that's one that I really want to have. And also the one that is just like the artist bedroom. I don't know if that's the name, but you know, it's this girl like on a canvas. I'm not remembering exactly what it is, but those are kits that I really, really, really want. And those are on my wish list, definitely. But yeah, so far I've been doing amazing progress. And if I hadn't stopped to do that other canvas, like if I started a budget canvas, I was kind of struggling and trying to say, like, you know what, should I just keep going with this one or just jump into doing like another one? I want this to last longer. And then I realized, well, your purpose, I mean, my purpose for buying budget canvases is to make my licensed canvases last longer. And so I said, okay, so that's the purpose of those. And even though I am really enjoying them, I mean, I'm really enjoying this kit in particular, I really, really want to make it last a little bit longer. I don't want to rush it. My goal is not to finish like, oh yeah, I finished 100 diamond paintings in a year or however many in a month. No, my goal is to enjoy this craft. And what was the best way for me to enjoy this one in particular was to kind of drag the craft at least this diamond painting, to try to drag it a little bit. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I think that what I'm going to do, I'm not sure. I always think that I'm going to do one thing and then at the end I end up not doing that thing in particular. But as for now, I think that my plan will be to finish maybe this row that I'm starting and maybe another row, just to have like 2 or 3 rows to go, and then work on another project, like alternate them, you know, for this to last a bit longer. Also, the other day I was with a caller and I don't know what happened, but my tray I flipped over my tray and all the colors, like almost the entire tray, went out. Like it flew out. Oh, I hate when this happens. It flew out and like almost all of the drills just spilled over. And I said, okay, I just can, you know, contact Diamond Art Club if at the end I need them. But then I remembered that I bought this from a D-Stash group. I didn't buy it on Diamond Art Club. Oh, shoot. That always happens to me. The tray gets stuck on the image. But yeah, and I was like, okay, well, if that happens, I will have, you know, if I run out of those drills that I spilled, then I will have to go over to my leftover drills and try to find a similar color. I don't know. But you know what? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, so far I am loving this. The speed at which I work on this canvas has just blown my mind entirely. Even the kitting up process went extremely, extremely fast. And that's something that I was not expecting at all. I just had some static in a few of the baggies, and I actually the kitting up of this one in particular just went up. I think it went, today is Thursday. Yes, it went up yesterday. So I think it went up yesterday. Yes, I think it went up yesterday. So yeah, the kitting up for that was kind of quick as well. So I am really, really, everything about this is I just, yeah, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Other thing that I believe plays out a lot into this particular kit is that at least here I'm approaching an area with not as much color blocking. I started at the bottom part. Right now it's turned around and I have like the top part in my lap. But I'm approaching an area that has a little bit less color blocking, because the first 4 rows, it was almost entirely all color blocking. There were, of course, some changes, like a few colors, more because I usually do big-ish sections. And of course, the bigger the section you make, it's highly likely that you're going to come across a lot of color changes in your project. But even then, they weren't that many, really. And it was just big chunks of pure color blocking. And of course, that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm doing this canvas quite quickly. And if you add to that, that is my preferred color palette, that is not like a humongous diamond painting, is big for certain standards, but for me, it is not a big anymore. It is, I think this also, another thing that I discovered throughout this kit in particular, is that this is like my, so far, this is kind of like the size that I prefer working the most, because I feel that if it's too little, like the little diamonds ones that I actually got some few. I got 5 of those because they're so cute. But I think those, I have not done any of those, but I think those are going to go extremely quickly, at least for me. So I think that, and also the ones that are really big, like the flower delivery and the Harry Potter ones, you know, the ones that are like 70 by 99 or by 100, or, you know, somewhere across that size. I think that the size of this kit in particular is where my comfort zone is, I believe. And sometimes not, you know, being in your comfort zone, I don't think it's a bad thing all the time. It really depends. I mean, not just because this size I find to be the most comfortable size for me. It doesn't mean that I'm only going to do this size. I really want like bigger canvases, like the one from Harry Potter and Kiki Delivery Service. I mean, no, not Kiki, Delivery Service. No, Flower Delivery. Oh my God. I make up the name for the kids, apparently. Yeah, but I want to have them balanced out, because there are definitely a lot of images that I really like that are huge and squared and all of that. But I want to mix them up. I want to have a little, the best of both worlds, if you will. And most times, if not all times, or at least what I've seen so far, and at least from Diamond Art Club, which is where I primarily get my diamond paintings, is that most of those sizes are, the ones that are really big, are also are square diamonds, square drills. And that's also a big thing that kind of, like when I get those, I want to have a few rounds going. If I ever feel overwhelmed, or if I start to feel that I might get overwhelmed, to have a backup. And that actually worked really fine. I think I'm going to do the other one first. That worked. Like, look at all that color blocking. Color blocking. What was it? What was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, I think it was that if I get to the point where I want to work on those very big canvases, I want to have like a safe space that I know that if I get overwhelmed, or if I start to feel like I don't really want to work on that, I don't want to feel burnt out and say like, oh, I have to finish this. But I want to have some backups in case I start to feel that instead of enjoying it, I am more like dreading it. And that happened actually with flower delivery. I started to get a bit burnt out, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to do another kit. I'm going to do something else. And I did, I mean, I'm still not, I haven't made much progress. I mean, this entire week, I haven't made any progress on that canvas, but it's absolutely fine. I don't feel pressure to do it. And I actually kind of have the little bug that I actually want to start working on that one. So for now, my game plan, I think, is that I'm going to finish maybe 1 or 2 rows in this one. And maybe after I finish those 1 or 2 rows, I might do another row of that other one, the big one, flower delivery. But nothing is set in stone. I'm going to wait to see what I decide to do, basically. So yeah, I am... that was a very long-winded way to say I'm loving this kit. I realized that pink is my favorite palette of colors, that my favorite shape of drills are round, and that I found my sort of perfect-ish size for diamond paintings, my comfort zone, but that I'm not getting just into this area of comfortableness. Is that a word? I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, what would happen there? I don't know what happened there. Let me grab. Yeah. So there's about this kit in particular. I'm so excited to see kits. I mean, she has released, I think, another one recently, the one with the food, but I don't know, that one didn't really caught my attention. I prefer the ones that are like kind of similar to the ones that I talked about. So I'm hoping she comes out with one of those or not. I don't know. It depends a lot on my budget so far. And so far I've bought more than I thought I was going to. So yeah. Other thing that I wanted to say was that I'm going to start participating in some events, on some diamond painting events. For now, I have not made a post actually. Maybe by the time that I upload this WIP and CHAT, I would already have a post on my Instagram. But I decided that I was going to participate in the, oh gosh, I forgot the name. I had it written down and I've forgotten to write it in the place where I have my notes, and it's the one, the bingo diamond painting along 2024 type of thing, where it's the entire year, to my understanding, and you just complete diamond paintings and just, you know, mark off what you have done in terms of diamond painting, basically. And I think I'm gonna take some pictures maybe today or tomorrow morning, I don't know, and I want to try to maybe post that before I upload this video, so that would have to be today. I don't know. The point is that I'm starting on that, and I think it's a kind of good way to start doing events in diamond painting, just to start with a chill one. So there's one, and there are other 3 that I want to participate in. The first one is the one from Jade, the owner of Jaded Gem Shop, and single and placing. I forgot the name of the creator that is single and placing, but you know, the one that they're doing from, I think it's from April 1st. No. Yeah, I think it's from April 1st to May the 31st, where, you know, it's again a more chill one, is more for the community, and that actually gives me the perfect excuse to start ordering some of the diamond paintings that I've seen there, because in Jaded Gem Shop I have been eyeing some of the paintings that I would like to purchase because I want to participate in Summer with the Masters. You know, the one where you can participate with a canvas that is from images that are, you know, like old art. The masters of, you know, painting and art and all that stuff. And she has a very cool one. So I already have some in my cart. And also, because there's one in her shop of some kitties trick-or-treating, because I want to participate then in the, is it Drills and Chills or Chills and Drills? It's one of those, but I want to take advantage of the Jaded Jamboree to participate in that by purchasing one of those and purchasing more than one, so I can later participate in Summer with the Masters with one of the canvases that I've been eyeing from that shop. And then for the chills and drills and chills, you know, to kind of do 2-in-1 sort of thing. So there, I said the events that I want to participate on. And I forgot to write down in my little notes other event that I found out. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. It goes from May the 2nd all the way to May the 31st. That is for the Battle of Hogwarts, where you can participate by doing any canvas related to Harry Potter. I think the only it doesn't have to have a start. I mean, you don't have to start one or finish one. I think you only have to finish an area of 45 by 45 centimeters. And since at the moment I don't have any other canvas, like a big canvas from Harry Potter, maybe by then I'm going to purchase another one, but I'm not sure yet. But I actually asked the person who created it if I could participate with the ones from Little Diamond's collection, the ones that are very, very small. Like, I told her, like, if I did 2 of those, will that count? Because, each one is like 32.8 by 32.8. And if I did 2, I would go over the minimum of 45 by 45 centimeters of area that you worked on during that period of time. And she was like, you know what? Yes, I was actually thinking about making, not a change, but saying that if you did some of the smaller ones, you could do 2 and count towards the diamond painting event, because by the time when she announced it, those were not out yet. And that was like, great. I mean, if I would like to maybe start doing another one. But if I don't, I know that I can do 2 of those, because at the moment I have 5 of those. But again, it's until May, so I don't know if by then I will still have some of those. It's all up in the air, at least for that one. But that's another one I would like to participate and that I am excited for. So for now, it's only the one bingo related. As I said, I have not uploaded any pictures or anything, but that's because I have to take the canvases that I want to take the canvases that I already finished that can go and cover some of the prompts, and I'm lazy and I haven't done that. So I might do that after I finish this WIP and CHAT. We'll see. Maybe while I'm exporting the video or something, I'm gonna take the time to just take them out of their hiding spot and take a picture so I can upload it first thing in the morning tomorrow. We'll see. So yeah. And okay, what other thing can we talk about? Let's see. Oh, I think in my last WIP and CHAT I was saying that I was not expecting to get anything, but then the Scorpio one came out by Ocular Studios, and that I was like, I didn't know if I was gonna get it because of my budget. But then I kind of like, I think it was the day after that I recorded that video, or even on Friday, that they released the image of I think it's a cat named Poppy. I think it's the name. It was a beautiful, beautiful image. I just loved it. I saw it and I just fell in love. It just looked, I don't know, that image has something that just got to me, like really spoke to me. And I remember I sent my boyfriend an image and I told him, like, oh my God, look at this. And I didn't send him the image to, like a wink, buy it for me, please. No, I just wanted to show it to him. And on my own, I was like, you know what? This image, I just have a feeling that I need to have it. Like, I really, really like it. It's so pretty. It's so cute. It's also in rounds, which that was also a big thing. I mean, if it had been squares, I would have probably still bought it. But the point is that I was like, oh, but I wanted the Scorpio one. But then, the image didn't convince me that much. It was not kind of like what I was expecting. And I was like, okay, maybe I can wait. And if I still like it by, a few weeks after today, I might get it. But the one that I really want right now is the cat. So in order to feel not that guilty, I traded some of my points for a $50 discount. Like, you trade 5,000 points for $50, and I did that. And yeah, I was like, yep, this was supposed to happen. So that image was after taxes and all of that was $16.22. I saved. I was actually thinking about purchasing more until I got the free shipping, but I said no. I don't want to buy just for free shipping. I don't want to buy images that are not convincing me enough. So yeah, And after that one, my boyfriend was like, I think that after this one, you will have to go on a no buying. I mean, the next image you buy, I don't think you should buy anything soon again. Basically, because I am in the middle of one WIP. This is another WIP that I have. I still have 2 budget canvases. I have the 5 little diamonds that I ordered, and I have that coming in. And for me, that's still manageable. For me, that's not a stash, but he cannot grasp his head around the fact that I have like so many quote unquote unfinished. But for me, that's manageable. I still don't see myself having a big stash, but maybe having a smaller stash of 5, 10, maybe even 15, just to have like a selection, or maybe go with my mood. Because I feel that with diamond painting, I'm becoming more and more the way I am with reading. I am not, I watch a lot of booktube, and there are people who make their monthly TBRs and stuff, and I would never be able to do that, to be honest, because I am such a mood reader, and I found myself that apparently I'm also such a mood diamond painter. If I don't feel like it, I just won't. Like with flower delivery, I was not feeling it. It was not bringing me the same amount of joy that I felt when I started that one. So I said, you know what, let's stop right here and let's see what else I have available to do. So I think that a small stash is still healthy for me, to have options and to not just do work because I have to do work, but because I'm really enjoying it. Because at the end, that's where it's at. Pretty much, that's where it's at. So that's, again, my long-winded story, just to tell you that after, I never thought that that when Scorpio came out, I never thought I was not going to buy Scorpio, but another one instead. But, you never know. It's just how I thought things were going to be, and at the end, they didn't. And it's absolutely okay and fine. So there's that. Am I in like quote unquote frame? Yes, I am. So one very exciting thing that I did 2 days ago with my best friend, and that I thought I wanted to tell you guys, because I oftentimes say that nothing interesting or exciting really, oh my god, I missed a few 7s here, that nothing really interesting or exciting happens in my life. I went with my best friend of my entire life to wedding dress shopping. Yeah, how is that worded in English? We went to look out for her wedding dress, and it was so exciting because, oh my god, we have been friends, like we've been best friends for 20 years. No, 25 years. I am 30, she's 29, but her birthday is in June, so it's fine. Yeah, we were both 5 and 6 years old when we met, and we then became like best friends, and we have been best friends for our entire lives. And we are so different, like our personalities are so different, and what we like and dislike is so different. We are so different in so many ways, but at the end, I think that we have kind of like the same, how can you call it, like morals and heart and, vision of the world and such. What is different about us is our hobbies and what we like doing and all that stuff, but the core of who we are as people, just in general, I think it's so similar that's why we've always been very good friends. So, I mean, we're best friends, absolutely. And actually, she went very recently to Finland and to Paris and to London and a few other places. And she brought me I have it right here, so I'm gonna show it to you because I can and I want. She brought me this little can. It has like is it blueberry? Yeah, blueberry jelly beans. It's just like, you know, the container is of a Ravenclaw because I am a Ravenclaw. She also bought me a chocolate frog. I opened it the other day, and it doesn't have, I mean, I don't know who that guy is. Harpo the Fowl. I have no clue who he is, but I have him. She bought me, oh, oops, I dropped something. She bought me a Ravenclaw pencil, and she bought me this chocolate. It says milk chocolate with sea salt. I am so excited to try it out. I have not tried it out, and I really want to. And also, oh, she brought me this like card. It's just in black and white, but I actually thought, let me take it out. It is a very Hogwarts Christmas, and I actually thought about like all the Hogwarts Christmas and, you know, all the details. Maybe sparkle them with some diamond painting, like with some drills. I don't know how it would look, but it's just an idea that occurred to me. And, you know, where was I with this? Well, that is just like a little example of how different we are. She went there because she went with her sister-in-law, and her sister-in-law is like a Potterhead, a complete Potterhead. And before this trip, and a few months ago, she had not even seen a movie, let alone read a book. She's not a reader. She doesn't, like, she had no idea about anything of Harry Potter, just like the very basics that I believe everybody knows. And that's just how different we are. But she actually, a few months ago, started watching the movies with her boyfriend. What am I saying? With her boyfriend, and she enjoyed them. And when she went to the Leaves Den Studios, she actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, it's exciting to have her and to understand a little bit of the Harry Potter world and lore. But yeah, so it was going back to her wedding shopping experience. Oh my god, it's so weird to see someone who you've known your entire life to go through this huge milestone and marry the man of her life, like yeah, it's just crazy. It's just so crazy. And it's kind of weird to, you know, realize that, oh my god, I'm actually an adult. Like, I know I'm 30, as I said, but I don't feel, for me, when I was little, 30 was like, oh, they have their life figured out and blah, blah, blah. And oh my god, I could not be more wrong about something than that. It is not. No, just no. But I guess that's life. I never thought that I was going to look at myself at 30 and say, whoop, I have no clue what life is about. I am just trying to survive, and I'm trying to make the best of it. But I guess that is adulthood, right? I mean, I don't know. That's the way I see it, at least. But yeah. So that was exciting. And something that was not as exciting was that after that trip to see wedding dresses, we went after to have some like a snack, to a snack place, kind of like to celebrate. And I got home and I immediately just deflated. I've mentioned a few times that I am chronically ill. I have a few chronic illnesses, and something about this type of chronic illnesses is that they're not obvious to everyone. They're not obvious to someone who doesn't know that you're ill. But I just remember sending a message to my boyfriend and telling him, like, oh my god, I cannot believe, like, an outing with my best friends, it feels like it's killing me. I mean, it killed me. And I was just drained the entire day. Actually, that day I only did like 40 minutes of diamond painting, and like 30 of those minutes were before I went with her. And yeah, it's just something as simple as just spending a day and an afternoon doing simple things. I mean, it was not even physically strenuous. I was not even like trying the dresses by myself. I was just there existing, and it drained me, and it's kind of discouraging. It kind of makes me see how I could potentially feel if I ever work on the in-person work field. It makes me feel very nervous about it because I am actively looking for a job, but what I would like to do is to find a job that is remote, that I don't have to go out every single day. And it went, at some point, I was like, maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I am just like, yeah, thinking that I am not going to be able to, but like I'm maybe underestimating my own body. And yesterday helped me see that nope, you're not overreacting. Your body really cannot handle being a quote unquote regular normal body. And I don't really know how to feel about that. I'm trying not to think too much about it right now. I'm kind of in a complicated situation regarding that, and I try not to give it, I mean, I'm trying not to ignore it, but at the same time, don't give it as much weight, knowing that I can still work remotely, and knowing that, yes, it is a chronic condition, but it's not a static condition, so it can change. There's so many things that are in that space that are really kind of complicated to deal with, if I'm being honest. And yeah, it's weird. It's complicated. The water tastes a little bit weird, but let me see if, oh, I moved it. Let me see if I have something else to tell you guys. I'm feeling tired, actually, but I'm having so much fun. Okay. Oh, no, don't. My laptop. Okay, great. Where's the other symbol? Where's the other symbol coming? Here it is. Oh my God. I know what I was gonna tell you. Like, one of the first things that I wanted to say is, what the actual F? I have over 700 subscribers, and I cannot believe it. I was actually seeing like a growth of about 100 subscribers a week, and this last week I grew a little bit over that, and I cannot believe it. Like, yesterday I hit 700 subscribers, and I just cannot believe it. And I had actually started to notice a little bit more views and a little bit more comments. Of course, it's like very small still, but I'm seeing some stuff change little by little, and that encourages me so much. That actually motivated me quite a lot, because as you guys know, doing WIP and CHAT is not my favorite thing to do, but in my last WIP and CHAT, I feel that I had more views than others, and that I had some engagement, and it felt really great. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just like kind of the getting used to it part, that I'm slowly getting there. And in the last WIP and CHAT, actually, I realized that I didn't struggle as much to just speak and talk and, you know, about certain topics, or I was not just struggling to kind of come up with something to talk about. And I was saying how maybe, oh, where did this drill came out from? What is this color? Is this an arrow? Oh, that always happens to me, that I find colors flying around. I forgot what I was saying. Oh my God, my brain fog is unreal. That is another chronic illness thing for you. The brain fog is unreal. The brain fog is unreal. What I was telling you, I completely forgot. Oh, yeah. That in the last WIP and CHAT, I was just sort of saying how I was thinking about, you know, maybe WIP and CHATs, maybe just WIP and just ASMR kind of thing, or just little comments here and there. And then that video, it was almost an hour, and it was really like effortless. So I think that it's just a thing of getting used to it. And the last WIP and CHAT, I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. And this one, I am not feeling it like, oh my God, what do I say? I'm so boring. And I think it comes to the kind of seeing actually some sort of community to build up, or at least maybe some personal contact, like with comments and with stuff like that. Also on my Instagram, I've talked with a few people. Oh, what is this? Is this food? Is this a goldfish thing? But I have not eaten goldfish. What is this? I don't know. Having a little more contact with people, I think that's what has changed it a little bit. I think that in the first WIP and chats, I felt like no one was listening to, and that it was kind of pointless to do the WIP and chats. But at least in the last one and in this one, I don't feel like it. I feel like I'm genuinely talking to someone. I think that has a lot to do with it. So in this one, I'm feeling so much more comfortable with, it was 3, with just talking and stuff. I actually, watching other WIP and chats, one thing that they include is like what they're currently into in terms of, like music or books and stuff. And I'm a reader. I'm a big reader. I love listening to podcasts. I think I've mentioned a few times that I love true crime especially. And yeah, so far that's the same thing. I have like my comfort people to watch. I mean, not comfort, but the ones that I love their way of storytelling. And those people, it's really funny that even though if I have already heard that same story, there are people who I don't even try. I know is like, I already heard it, and this person, I don't feel like I need to listen to them tell the story. But there are other people, other creators, where it doesn't matter if I've listened to the story like 4 or 5 times. If they're telling the story, I'm gonna listen to it, because their storytelling, it's really compelling and it's really grabbing, and it's very different. And so I have a few people like that. One of them is Stephanie Sue, or she has a podcast called Rotten Mango Podcast. She also has Baking a Mystery. She kind of grabs like books or shows like K-dramas or any other show, and kind of like in a storytelling fashion tells them. And it's really funny that I am currently watching Marry My Husband. That is a K-drama, and it doesn't matter that I'm watching it. I am listening to her of Baking a Mystery. That is kind of the storytelling of that same story that I am. It's like I watch up until the first, like I watched like 8 episodes, I think, and then her first episode came out, and that was from episode 1 to episode 6, I believe. No, episode 4, I believe. And when the next episode dropped, I was like, oh my God, and what if I haven't listened until the point where she's going to talk about it? So I watched another 2 episodes just to be sure. And yeah, the other day she uploaded the 3rd part, and I was like, oh, but in this one, she might go to the 12th episode, and I'm in the 10th one. And so I watched the 11th and the 10th and the 12th one. And yeah, I watched those 2 episodes, and I think that after doing this WIP and CHAT, I'm gonna go watch her recap of something that I just watched. It's really weird. I don't know I don't know if it makes sense, but I don't know. It's just her storytelling. I love it. I really, really like it. Other one is Stephanie Harlow. She is mainly true crime and some mystery tellings here and there. But she has a podcast with a retired police officer. I think he's now a private detective, perhaps, and they go over cases, and she tells them from the investigative perspective, and then he goes over like the police point of view kind of thing. And they recently did a series of of a case, and I had already seen a few takings on that particular case, but I was like, I have to watch it. I just have to. And so I watched every single week because they release weekly episodes on Sundays. I watched religiously every Sunday when the episode dropped. It was like at least 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I didn't care. I just watched it, even though I already kind of knew everything that was going on. It's just the way they tell the story and their takes and stuff it's different. It hits different, and those are instant watches for me, even if it's a repeat of that. So those are two of my favorite people to watch. Those are people who I watch everything that they release, even if they're just like, I mean, Stephanie Sue does also like vlogs that have nothing to do with crime or any of that, and I still watch those because I really like her. I've seen that people find her a bit annoying, but I don't at all. I really like her. And those are a few of the creators that are instant watches for me, regardless of the topic they're talking about. And that is regarding that. And as I said, I watch K-dramas, and I'm currently watching Marry My Husband. I usually don't watch them while I do diamond paintings because I like to watch it in the original language. I like to watch it in Korean, and I do not know Korean, so I cannot be reading like subtitles and watch at the same time. So what was this color? So whenever I watch a K-drama and diamond paint at the same time, I do it with the translation either in English or in Spanish. It's kind of cringy, but there are some like more fluffy K-dramas that I can bear watching with translation instead of subtitles. But Marry My Husband, one, it doesn't even have subtitles on Amazon Prime because I've been watching it there. I could probably find another place, but it's not going to be dubbed, and I don't want to watch that in like dubbed in English or in Spanish. I think it would be too cringy for me. So I watch it like at nights before bed. I watch 1 or 2 episodes depending on how sleepy I am. And right now I'm starting episode 13, and the last episode was released, I mean, at least on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it was released somewhere else, but on Amazon Prime it was released on Monday, I think, the last 2 episodes. So the next time I'm able to, I'm just going to watch it and enjoy it, and probably try to I'm going to try to finish it this weekend. So by the time that Stephanie Sue uploads the last part of the storytelling recap type of thing that she does, I can just watch it in its entirety without worrying. Because, I mean, I don't care watching it if she's retelling it, but I want to first watch it by myself. I don't want spoilers by her, even though I am, yeah. Is it weird? I don't know. Oh, this is not it's stuck to the body here. Is that weird? I do not know, but I do not care. I am also, what else do I watch or read? Currently in the reading department, I'm listening to an audiobook. I forgot the name of the audiobook, but it's about one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein, which was actually kind of, it piqued my interest because Stephanie Sue covered it, and she mentioned a book by this girl, and I found it in my audiobook subscription place, and I said, oh, I want to listen to it. So I started listening to it. I usually listen to it whenever I am like doing laundry or folding clothes or washing dishes or doing food, like lunch and stuff. So, oh my God, look at this. I'm done with this section. I'm telling you, this diamond painting in particular is super, super fast. Super, super fast. It has a lot of color blocking. The colors are so, so pretty, and I just cannot avoid it. I just work through it really, really quickly. But I never thought I was going to finish an entire section in under an hour. So I guess this is where we leave. If you enjoy listening to my ramblings and like to watch diamond painting, please let me know, and make sure to subscribe if you want to keep looking at this and hearing my ramblings, and maybe become a little friend of mine. just if you want. I'm not pressuring you to do anything. Please subscribe, leave a like, and if you got to the end, maybe let's write an emoji of a train. Are there train emojis? I mean, because this is underwater train. Is this underwater train? Yes, this is underwater train. My mind is elsewhere. So again, thank you so much for watching, and see you all guys later. Bye.